Okay, so good morning. My name is Mamoru Kanzaki from same as Nata Sensei. I am from Graduate School of Agriculture. My responsibility is forest and biodiversity. So I would like to introduce our activities in our forest and biodiversity group in our graduate school. So today I introduce some research activities in UNESCO sites like a World Heritage Site and Biosphere Reserve. And second, I want to introduce water and energy flow studies, which is closely related to the WENDI program. And third, I would like to show my idea about education for sustainable development, site-based education system. Okay, so the first World Heritage Site that our colleagues are doing is Ogasawara Island, southern part of Tokyo metropolitan. And this island has many unique species, including the bird or plant, and mostly the endemic species. So our Professor Yuji Isagi is studying about the genetic diversity and how to conserve this biodiversity. So this work is supported by the Ministry of Environment and quite important studies to think about the future biodiversity conservation in this island. And the next World Heritage Site is Nara. And this is not a natural, cultural heritage, but we have this evergreen oak forest. This is a native forest type in Kansai area. And actually now we have a serious problem of the overpopulation of cicadea and also the alien species invading into this oak forest. But these three elements are all designated as a natural monument. So we must conserve all of them, but how to balance them? So this is a very important and difficult issue because these species are holy species also. So cultural and religious issues also related. So this is our very big challenging. Now we are doing some mapping of the alien species or how to prevent the cicadea browsing. So this is our, my group is working there. And next place is Kinabalu Park in Malaysia. And as you know, this is the highest mountain in Southeast Asia, more than 4,000 meters. And Professor Kitayama's group were studying about the altitudinal zonation and also productivity and forest ecosystem functions. And the current climate change also impacted this mountain. So his work is quite important for think about the impact of the world vegetation to the impact of the climate change to the world vegetation. And also he studies the biodiversity in managed forests for timber production. So his group's work are very important for future planning of forest management. And next site is the Biosphere Reserve. We have many Biosphere Reserve and many researchers working there. So this is just one example conducted by our group. So actually the please see the lower part only. We conducted the 30 years monitoring of the forest. During this period, Thailand fire regime was very drastically changed. So some of the plot increase the biodiversity like this. So another plot biodiversity never increased. This is the impact of the fire control. So the human activities very quickly change the forest ecosystem. Of course, the forest trees lifespan is so long, but we can change forest by our management. So we try to utilize this result for future forest management. Okay. And another two research which are very closely related to water resources. So one is conducted by the Professor Yoshiko Kosugi, and today I introduce only the Paso, Malaysia site. So her group study about the flux, carbon and water flux. And this is her recent work. And this is more than 10 years. She monitors the biological productivity of tropical rainforest. During these 10 years, we have El Nino event. But surprisingly, the productivity is very stable. So this is very surprising. But she also clarified that the soil water condition changing so drastically, but also the canopy conductance that based on the stomatal control of each leaves. But this canopy conductance was very good fitness to the soil water condition. So it means that tropical rainforests adjust their activities depending on the water condition and keeping the stable biological productivity. So this is a recent work by her group. And the last example is the utilization of mountains as a natural reservoirs. So this is conducted by also Professor Kenichiro Kosugi, and his group study about the underground water in the mountain system. And he set many deep boring system and monitor the groundwater level. And he tried to utilize this huge amount of groundwater in the mountain for the water resources. And also, he tried to reduce the risk of landslide, controlling the underground water in the mountain. So these studies are all related to the WENDI, and especially I want to emphasize that education for sustainable development, we can utilize these study sites. So this is one example that using the Sakerat Biosphere Reserve, how we can conducting the ESD. So this site is very active, and Kyoto University collaborate. Last 20 years we collaborate, and many researchers coming here, and also from various countries and disciplines. And some researchers study about the rocks, and some researchers study about the forest. And also the station have a very strong linkage with local society. So we can utilize this linkage for the education also. So I skipped something. So we are doing the cutting edge research in each UNESCO sites, but also we can integrate our research result, especially the natural science and the socio-economic topics must be integrated, and we can propose to the political sectors to realize some changing of the policy or introducing the innovative technology or education in the site. And also finally this monitoring, long-term monitoring of this system is very important. And then we can revise we can change set up the new research topics, and then we can continue this cycle for the future sustainable development. So this is our idea for the future education for sustainable development. Okay, maybe this is slides. Okay, last slide. So thank you very much for your attention.